Hey guys, welcome back. Fusion's here with Fusion ZX Gaming. Again, we're continuing Banished. This will be part 3. We had a little bit of a bubble last episode. That didn't work out very well for us. I have shut down the market, I think. Yes, I have shut down the market. I've taken all the workers away from it. I'm hoping that will stop all the food from being transferred. If not, we may just have to remove it altogether. And we have a merchant. Let's see what good stuff the merchant's got for us today. What do you have to trade? Wool coats. Now that would be nice, but I don't think we're going to take those. We do still have 37 of our coats, and I don't know what animals we have yet, so we're not going to do that quite yet. Why are you guys not building this? Build this. You guys want food? Build it. We can't build it. We can't eat it. You can be dismissed, so you can go away. We have lots of laborers now. All of our jobs are still pretty much full. The herbalist is still keeping up fine for now. I think we're going to, well, do we want to reopen the market? They're still using the market even though there's no vendors. That doesn't make much sense. The food is all gone. I wonder, well, the fish is back. Fish probably wasn't making it all the way to the market. Now we're going to leave it open. I guess we'll bring a few of you in there to work there. We, I guess, need to find the increased priority button. There is a button that allows you to tell them to do something for other stuff. I have to remember where in the world it is. Apologize ahead of time. Bear with me. Where in the world is it? Paths. Increase priority button. There it is. Increase the priority of that, guys. There's plenty of builders. There's no reason we're not making that. We still have this paused, so this is what you guys should be working on. In theory, at least. These guys are at their upper limits. The herb limit's fine. Forest Lodge, if you've got room to store more, go ahead and get more, because we're having wood issues as well as food issues. I really wish they built this pasture. Oh, now they take down the tree. So they are starting to build our pasture, so hopefully we can get some animals of some sort and have a year-round food source once they all have populated. Bad news is, with the animal food sources, they do not immediately take effect. They do take time for the animals to grow and reproduce and all that fun stuff. So that will be part of our issue today at this episode. But hopefully we've got a decent animal. I don't know what we have. I won't know until we build this. I have not figured out how to find that yet. And I may consider making another crop field down here too. Just because we're having so many food issues. Probably not a bad idea to do so. Although it would be nice just to get the gatherers built over here and see if that's enough to make us self-sufficient again. Notice we have very few kids and very few students. That is because all the kids that were there while their parents were starving are now adults. So they are now working for us. We do have a nice balance as far as our labor force is concerned. We do need some more kids, but we're not building more housing yet. Regretfully, guys are going to have to share houses for a while. Okay, why won't you let me pick what goes here? Didn't start me with any animals, huh? I thought you always started with animals. So, I built that for no reason. We're not going to have any herdsmen until we get some animals from a vendor. I really thought you always started with at least a set of animals. So, learned something new. I guess I must have played my last playthrough on easy, not medium. So food is low. That's a waste of space right at the moment, but it will be better eventually. I guess we're going to grow some more corn. 15 by 15 is the limit for crop fields. So we're going to get that crop field build. It says it wants 4 builders for that, and I guess we'll give it to them. And then we've got to remember to unpulse our gatherer down here. That is more food for us as well. Okay, now this I know I have stuff to use. I like to stick with corn. I don't know why. I guess it's because I don't like peppers in real life. That's my excuse. I'm sticking to it. Can I make this road go right along there? I can. I don't know if I did, but I can. to have 8 farmers now since we have a second set of fields. And I'm going to give them all 8 farmers. I'm really tired of starving, and I really want to expand some more. Otherwise, other than that, we don't have any coal. We'd have to have a mine to do that. We did see where a mine could go. I do not have enough people to staff said mine. Also, once you have a mine and the quarry, you do run into issues where there will be accidents where people will die in the mines and die in the quarries. Quarry is the correct pronunciation, as I say it wrong repeatedly. But basically, they will die in small accidents and stuff. Not really good when you're trying to grow your population, not shrink it. Again, I would love to build more housing. I'm not going to. I don't want another bubble as we're barely making enough food to survive. What we got here? Come on, somebody become an adult. 12, you're not too far off. 11, you're not too far off. 7, you've got a ways to go. 9. Well, when he dies, his house empties. When that one dies, the house empties. So we do have a couple houses going to open up soon to help boom the children population a little bit, at least. I really don't want to really expand at all right now. I know this seems like a very long start, guys, and that's probably because I'm doing everything so inefficiently because I really don't know the full mechanics behind the game. But as we go here, we're just going to try and get this population as high as we can go, but we're going to have it sustainable, or I'm going to fall on my face and you'll all get to watch that too. 50-50 there. Hopefully all this corn that we're getting, hopefully a lot of this should double what we were having food-wise coming in. I'm almost tempted to build another one right here, but I really don't have 4 more farmers to spare, or 4 more gatherers to spare for that matter. But during the winter, we're going to pause this so that during the winter the farmers actually become laborers, and I think that means they will go build during the winter without me having to intervene. I think that's just automatically part of what they do, which is really nice, and so much thought went into the design of this game and the details behind it. It's impressive. And again, this is all made by one individual. One guy made this entire game. Did all the graphics, all the coding, everything, just him. You have some animals on your boat for us, please. Really hoping he has some stuff for us that we need. Eggs and squash. I don't want eggs or squash. Well, yeah, maybe I do. How much do I get out of one tool? So let's buy pretty much all of his food at this point. His tools are valuable. Our blacksmith still has quite a few stacked up for us. Can't take it all. Lower it down here. Overpaying by 1 unit, that's fine. I got food now. I wonder if I need another trader. Oh, we lost somebody. The teacher has died of old age, and the laborer replaced the teacher. Okay, well, that's okay then. Now, do those stay here? No. Those should transfer to the marketplace. Squash is in the marketplace. The eggs are not. The eggs are gone. We're being carried by somebody currently. I don't know which. All the corn's being harvested. So we just bought a bunch of food. Hopefully with that food we just brought in, and then this farm being newly established, hopefully those two things by themselves will give us enough to do something with it here. Plus, we do have another gatherer's hut being built. They are going to have to live without a road for a while. I'm not going to worry about them having a road. We can dismiss you. Taylor. What's the problem? Materials required are not there. So, in other words, we're running out of leather, so our hunters, we need another set of hunters too then. But again, I can't staff them, so it really doesn't matter at this point. We're just going to have to wait. Hoping my 8 farmers will get done harvesting the crops and then go finish building the gatherer's hut down here. I don't even have the people to staff that either. But hopefully we can make this work. We may do a couple more houses here possibly. I really shouldn't, especially with all the mess we're going through with food, but I am going to build them anyway. 2 more houses going to go up. to have a bunch of builders, but it says we want 7. We have 8 farmers, and the farmers should be done for this farming season. We do have a nice reserve of food now, finally. So we may have the food crisis averted, finally. We'll find out soon enough, I guess. We're just starting winter, so... And we did buy 600 of that food, so really we don't want to count that as being self-sufficient. So... We'll see what we get here. I really need a vendor to bring me some animals. I don't know... I didn't know you didn't start with them. I really didn't. I think we could capture some deer or something. Well, no, a deer would just jump a fence, wouldn't it? Not exactly a domesticated animal. I'm not taking anybody off of any of the other duties, though. I need... Well, I can do a couple vendors can become builders, I guess. It's really one vendor seems to be able to keep up with the marketplace just fine. We still have a decent amount of food in there. Still have a decent amount of food in there. Oops, I can keep forgetting you actually close the menus. Not that one, not that one, not that one, that one, no. Wait, I did want to close that menu. Huh? Guys, brain fart. I'm a genius. Let's see here. What are they building? Nothing? Something? Anything? I think they're trying to build this, but they keep getting sidetracked and going up to here, maybe. I'm guessing. So let's pause both of those. And you guys can finish this. I'm not real sure about the wind noises I'm getting all of a sudden. I don't remember hearing those in the last one. Maybe I'm just paying more attention to the audio now. Still building that. That's good. As long as they continue to build, I am happy. Okay, now I have no gatherers to hire for that. Let's unpause the houses. Those should require 2 builders each, so we'll finish this one, then we'll unpause this one, then we'll try and find us some gatherers. I can at least turn a builder into one. I'm hoping more for somebody to grow up to become a laborer so that we don't have to take away from any of the other jobs. We'll see what happens. I really would like to build a town hall soon, too. That's what allows me to get influxes of people. Requires quite a bit of stone, but we got it. Town hall right here. Now, the problem when you take the influxes of people is you do need spare housing to keep them in. They will come in and they will be homeless until you build them some type of housing. But I've only seen that happen a couple times, so we'll see what happens here. And we'll still kind of hope that a trader shows up with some animals for us. And notice I can now have 8 gatherers instead of 4. That's because this time it is built and is not being used. Huh? Nope, there's 2 working there and there's 2 working in this one. Yep. Okay, so it splits them evenly. That's good to know. Oh, you still have no leather. Well, I can't get you leather until I get more animals, buddy. I'm sorry. Just keep making as many coats as you can. So we made it through winter. The food situation stayed okay, so we can afford to have a little more housing, actually. I think I'm going to focus the housing kind of around the marketplaces. That's where everything is going right now anyway. Can I build here, or is that hill too steep? That hill is too steep. Probably 2, 3, and yes, I packed it in some like sardines intentionally. And then we get a road. I did find out today, guys, if you hold down shift while making roads, you can make them go diagonally. I don't like doing that much. To me, it just looks funny, a bunch of diagonal road. But that's my personal preference. I kind of try and keep things organized in one way, shape, or form. Uh-oh, we lost a farmer and had no one to replace him, so now we're short a farmer. Reserve of iron is low, that's fine. I think we still have some iron up this way we can gather. Guess we can find out. Let's see. What all lights up red up here? Yeah, there's a couple chunks of iron up here that we can gather, so let's go ahead and just highlight and get all this iron. We have no laborers that should be doing it, so I'm not sure how that's actually going to work out. But at least they're told to get it when they can. Let's see. Still like to get more gatherers, but I can't. Still like to get more builders, but I can't. Farmer has been replaced, though. Our food situation is definitely solved, but as soon as these houses build, the two we added here, that may change very quickly. But we'll see here shortly. Well, no, it's almost done. No point in pausing it now. I did pause the storage part when the game first came out, and it completed building, but stayed with the pause symbol forever afterwards, so be careful about pausing right at the end. This will give you all kinds of details about your town. Walnuts. Acquired seeds and livestock. So I can plant walnut trees in an orchard if I want. Corn and peppers. I do not have any animals at all. So this is what I would have needed to know what I started with, guys. So there you go. Town Hall does more than just bring in nomads for you. I want to tell you to come down here and be a builder, but I'm not going to. Somebody will die, and then I'll have to figure out who it was. Yep. Farmer died of old age, as I was saying it. Let's pause all one of these. Okay, well, the other one finished, so we'll leave that one unpaused. Pause that one now. No, maybe not. Alright. So I'm going to leave that up just to make sure it's still building. I still need to bring more gatherers over. Hopefully we'll get some people once these houses are finishing up. Get some people that are going to have some children, and then we'll get another wave of people. We're at 31 adults, 4 students, and 7 little children currently. So hopefully some of these new adults that are about to get houses will have some children pretty soon, and then we can get some more workforce. Now, I don't want just the food, guys, and I don't want pear seeds. I want animals. Why don't you guys bring me some animals? I did manage to get cattle on one of my previous playthroughs. I actually liked my chickens better, though, but I must have been on easy mode because I started with the chickens when I first started that one. Almost done building. I'll have to get at least one person back over to farming. It is getting to be spring, and I want that full. I want as much farmers as I can get, as many as I can get animals out of I need. Or animals, corn out of. The more that I can get, the better. We do have a decent surplus of food, finally. So we may take some farmers and reassign them to new jobs here in a little bit, but I'm not sure yet. We may actually want to bring in another vendor now that we've got all this extra housing around here too. So basically, if you keep storage barns or vendors near your housing, as long as you don't completely run out of food, that kind of distributes where everything is stored in town, which is really cool. I would have never guessed that before. To the point where I'd like to leave 2 laborers, but I'm going to still continue as 1 laborer. But we got new housing, so we should have some new people coming in. Trade items. Alright, still got 2 laborers. Make 1 more gatherer, that'll be more food. We're going to start thinking about the quarry and the mine here soon. But we need more adults to really run that before we can do that. So for now, we're still kind of in a holding pattern. Like I said, you cannot expand too fast. It will just bite you every time, as we almost did, actually scarily enough. Getting road out here for the gatherers so they don't have to walk as slowly. We're good on logs. So they are keeping up with us now that the initially planted stuff has caught up. Gatherers are doing a nice job of getting food. We may run out of some storage space here pretty soon. This storage yard is full. This one not so much, but we'll be adding to it. If this one fills up, I'm pretty sure it'll carry the stuff right on over to the next one. We had a fisherman die of old age that was automatically replaced. That's good. We must have had a laborer. We're still okay on health. We've got some people starting to get a little restless and unhappy. We could build a tavern, brews alcohol to make citizens happy. We're not going to do that just yet, especially since we have nobody to build or be a laborer. We're having quite a few children born, so that's going to make more mouths to feed for now, but as long as this food supply holds up, that'll get us more laborers and more people to use to build and make additional farms and everything else. Our woodcutter is keeping up perfectly with everybody. So as far as firewood, we've got a decent stockpile there. I'm kind of debating. I'm going to go ahead and bump it because we did just build 7 more houses. So we added the 6 more houses. I'm going to add more wood to the stockpile just in case for firewood. We're not really building with the logs currently anyway. They've also have food limits on individual buildings. I had to change how much food that gatherer can store. I need to change how much food the fisherman can store. Oh no, this changed it globally. Sorry guys. This changes it globally, so we'll change the food storage up as long as we don't run out of room in the barn or the marketplace. We should be able to store up some more food. If we do run out of room, we can put another barn down. Might be a good idea to put a barn right around here somewhere. Actually, probably be a very good idea to put another storage barn in, especially down near these crops, so they don't have to take it as far, and that'll give them multiple places they can go to get their food from. So yeah, the food crisis looks good. I want to build more houses here, but I'm not going to just yet. Teacher died of old age. Teacher. Add 1 more vendor to the marketplace, 1 more gatherer, and then we'll leave 1 laborer to replace anybody that decides that they're done on us. I think the farmers will build the barn now that the growing season is over. I'm not positive on that. Somebody needs to carry this pile of corn down. And actually, guys, I've been playing zoomed out big time. That's just my play style. But there's a bucket of corn they picked but never took anywhere. You can see the towns look really cool, really good graphically as far as, it's just a really rustic look to it. It's not the most impressive in 3D technology or anything like that. For anybody looking for a game to play on an older machine, this game runs wonderfully, even on an old Dell laptop. Runs nice and smooth, no problems. So you can definitely run this game on just about any machine that's available. So definitely something to consider. They are also saying that we're out of storage space, so let's make 1 more stockpile right here. Not be placed in this location, because that's as big as it can be right there. Does that add on to that one? Nope. So now I need to remember how to remove a building. Remove that stockpile, it's not right. Now, since they had carried stuff over, they physically have to come over and move the stuff off of it. And then they can remove it, and then I can make it the right size. So maybe I should have zoomed in more to place that one to begin with. So now I literally have to wait until they remove some items for us, so we can get rid of that. I do have quite a few kids. Storage is near capacity. I'm aware of this fact, guys. If you would move the stuff off of it. Don't really want to throw any housing in here, or I don't want to throw any resource piles here. I don't think we'll drag it. There we go. I found a new place for one. They can just remove that one and we'll build a new one somewhere else. Build a new one. 10 by 10 is as big as we can make it. Let's make it that big. I'd rather have more storage space than not enough. Food-wise, we are golden. We'll go ahead and throw in some more houses now. We're going to still continue to try and pack them in kind of like sardines if we can. I know this hill's in the way a little bit here. 2, let's do 1 more next to him. 3, and 1 more on the other side of the road. Well, may not be able to do the one on the other side of the road. And we'll need to expand out the road a little bit more, just to cover the new houses. I know the hunters are hating this, and that's probably going to cost me in food in the long run, but I think we may be able to sustain without them now. Why is this field not being planted? I have 8 of 8 farmers. Because we're so close to the food limit, maybe? I need to take somebody. Let's take a couple of them off, a couple of them off. And then we'll set these guys up for building stuff so it gets more space. Get some of this stuff demolished to the one spot we want down, and get the new one built. That way we'll stop hearing that our storage is near capacity. We just built one that's double the size of what we already had in town. That should give us a lot more storage space for that. Merchant. Animals. Animals. Do you have animals? You have fish, pecans, and apples. I do not want fish, pecans, or apples. I want animals. And no, in my mind, a fish is not an animal. Woodkiter died of old age. Was he replaced? No, he was not. So we're going to take at least one of the builders down and put somebody in woodcutter, or we'll have no firewood. And hopefully, okay, so they built the stockpile. We should stop hearing about that now. And we can pause some of these to make it where they just build these a little quicker. And guys, again, the UI is completely customizable. You make it however you want to make it. Really actually nice. You can literally see what you want to see and not have to see anything else that somebody else thought was a good idea. Guess we'll let them build that one at least. Oh, there's nothing there. Haha. But that'll get us some more houses in. We've got another storage barn coming in. This will hold finished goods, food, tools, things like that as well. So that'll give us a little more room there too. And I think, well, we've got houses building. The food supply should be fine. The tailor looks like he's keeping up with demand again. The blacksmith is still outpacing demand by a long shot. So basically we need more adults, and it'll be time for either a mine or a quarry, and I have not decided which one we're going to do yet. I think the mine's going to go on this hill here. I think the quarry is going to go here, and we'll throw a storage area in between. Possibly. I'm wondering if they've picked up all that iron I picked out earlier. They must have. That's why we're running full. We've got way more iron than we need. Maybe we need to go ahead and do the mine, because then we can mine some coal, and then we can have the blacksmith. That's not the blacksmith. We can have the blacksmith start making us steel tools, which will make everybody work a little faster. So that will be our next goal. Last couple of houses built. Says we only need 2 builders. Farmer died of old age, no one to replace. Okay, well, let's definitely fix that. We'll get these built up. They're using quite a bit of this brand new stockpile already. This barn is still mostly full. This one's probably not got anything in it yet. I think they'll wait until that one's full, or they'll go to whichever one is closer. So when we harvest the crops this spring, if we get to harvest it, because I don't even think they grew anything this year. Let's get this last house built, and then we'll have a population boom and hope the food holds out again. No guarantees on that. Come on, finish the house. And then I could take those 2 from that and get them back into probably more food production, I guess. Don't really need them to do anything else, or maybe keep them as laborers for a minute. Keeping them as laborers would probably be my smartest option. Just that way I don't have to find out who dies to make sure they get replaced. But our population's not huge yet either, so... But we're growing sustainably now. We did have a little die-off from lost probably 5 or 6 people earlier. And if I hadn't seen the problems with that when I did, we would have probably lost everybody and been down to 1 adult. And you can't really repopulate a herd with 1 person. doesn't work. So, but we called it early enough. We should be okay. We should have all kinds of people moving into new houses. Typically, when I build new houses like that, I get a request from nomads to move in. We'll see if we have enough population to fill them on our own or not. Now, why would a 60-some-odd-year-old woman move into her own house? Oh well. Hopefully we'll get some more kids coming in, more stuff going on. Alright guys, this is going to be the wrap for part 3. Again, this was Fusions with Fusion ZX Gaming. Come back and see us for the next episode. We'll see you there.